What, just kind of as you can look back on it in your own head, kind of what stood out today for you with the offense and with Logan in particular?
I thought for the fact that it was his first start and first real challenge for him, I think he did a good job. Obviously, we kind of got to look past what happened at the end there, but I think as a first-time starter, he did a really good job, and like I said, we kind of have to look past that.
What was what was he kind of like in that final drive? I mean, was it first start, first real opportunity where you got to leave that last drive to try to go get points? Did you notice any change in that?
I thought he was humble in a sense that, like, I was nervous when I had my first final drive, so like I kind of based it on myself a little bit, and I thought he handled it way better because I was sweating and just kind of hyperventilating a little bit, but he handled it really well, and it's tough for that to happen, but he has a great career in front of him, and I mean the way it started, first drive, first touchdown. So like, I mean, he had a good start, and he will have a good career. So like, I think he's a great player.
Were you out there for the punt?
I was not.
Okay. I don't know how much you're on special teams, maybe a little bit of extra
I'm on
points.
field goal. Yeah.
How important is it to get this fixed?
That's the most important thing that we need to fix. Like everything else works, Like, I mean, I'll play on team, whatever special teams they need help with. Like, it's uncommon for an offensive playing offensive lineman to be on punt or something like that. But sorry, we need it, and I mean, at some point we need to like fix that because it's been a struggle the entire season.
You just said some change on the sidelines when that happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously you have to kind of push it away. It didn't happen, whatever. Like next play, but like the change will be there, and the change in momentum obviously happened. So like, I mean, we got to a point where we kind of had to stop the momentum change. You know what I mean? You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Like we went a certain way, and we had to stop that. And I mean, kind of started with that punt.
How would you characterize the state of the running back room? A lot of ups and downs with that room.
Like you said, a lot of ups and downs. It's tough when you're basically two starters that we had at most of the season get hurt. With Gabe Irvin and Ramir. Them being hurt is hard on us because, well, let me say it this way: as an offensive line, you want to have somebody behind you that has some experience, or somebody that can lead the group or something like that. And with no older guys basically in the entire room, you don't really have that. I mean, with the QBs, Adrian, Matt Masker, they have the experience. They've been here for a while. They can help out. And with the running back room, they didn't really have that. And so Ramir really had to step up, and Gabe obviously at the beginning of the season stepped up too. But like with them both hurt, it's kind of hard to put that much pressure on two guys. Yant and Scott. You can't really put that much pressure on just those two guys by themselves. So we tried to give them as much confidence as we could. With practicing the way we practiced and with the way they practiced and the way they ran behind us. So it's hard to kind of play that off of that. But I mean, yeah, like I said, there's not a whole lot of experience in that room, and that will change obviously this next year.
When you don't have that experience, where does that show up? Where is experience
I mean,
important?
It's most important obviously in the run plays and during the game. We have, for example, I mean, we had a mid zone, and he shot upfield instead of like kind of pressing so that the linebackers would flow and we can pick them up so he could cut it back. It's just those little things that like they have not ran or haven't really done. And I mean, if you do it once or twice in practice, you're not going to learn it. You need to do it 100 times for you to be able to, fully get that in your head. And it's hard to do that when last week or the last few weeks and all the older guys are hurt, or all the guys that have played are hurt. So
You're talking about Yant there?
yeah, for example, yeah,
Yeah.
that's just an example.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
it's just like little things where
Yeah.
we have to fix that, obviously, and later in the game it worked because we kind of got in the head a little bit. But like I said, it's hard to talk about stuff like that.
Sorry if you've been asked this, but the last couple of weeks, it looks like you guys have run a little bit more of that option game, especially this week. But how much fun is that for you as a lineman?
I like it a lot because it throws off the defense a little bit because they can't really guess what you're doing. A lot of times you get in formation, there's 3 plays you can run. You know what I mean? And with the option play that we do, you can run that way, you can run that way, you can throw it that way, you can throw it that way. There's a whole lot of different opportunities that you can get, and we have great QBs that can, play off of that, and I think we all did a good job at kind of pulling those linebackers back down because that's one of the main reasons why you want to do that because you want to have the linebackers come down and then you can throw it right over the head, And so I think we did a good job at that. Obviously, we have to finish.